The auctioneer's gavel comes down. Lot 47, sold $18. My mother claps her hands together, thrilled to finally be rid of the ugly thing. It's 1987, and she's just sold a tarnished silver bowl that's been collecting dust in our basement for 3 generations. The buyer, a quiet man in a tweed jacket, doesn't smile as he hands over a $20 bill and waves off the change. What none of us knew, what wouldn't surface for another 34 years, is that my mother had just handed a stranger an artifact worth $11.3 million. This is the story of how my family lost a fortune we never knew we had, and how the universe, in its own twisted way, eventually settled the score. Let me take you back. The bowl arrived in our family the way most heirlooms do, wrapped in vague stories and fading memory. My great-grandmother brought it from Poland in 1921, tucked into a leather trunk alongside photographs and a wool coat that still smelled of her mother's perfume. She told my grandmother it was old, important, something about a count's estate and a desperate sale. But the details blurred over decades and border crossings and wars that scattered families like seeds in wind. By the time I was born, the bowl sat in our Cleveland basement on a shelf next to broken Christmas ornaments and my father's bowling trophies. It was tarnished black, dented on one side. My mother called it the ugly duckling and threatened to throw it out at least twice a year. When my grandmother died in 1986, my parents inherited everything in her house. And I mean everything. Decades of accumulated life. My mother, overwhelmed and grieving, did what many people do. She called an estate liquidator. The auction happened on a Saturday. I was 14, more interested in the Walkman I'd just gotten than some dusty basement sale. I remember my mother's relief when the ugly bowl finally sold. $18 felt like a victory. It meant one less thing to worry about. The man in the tweed jacket loaded it into his station wagon and drove away. For 34 years, that was the end of the story, until my cousin Rachel got bored during quarantine and started building a family tree on one of those ancestry websites. She's the one who found it. A photograph in a digitized Polish archive. The caption read, "Silver wine bowl, Krakow circa 1480, commissioned to be Count Stanislaw Bate, lost during estate dispersal."